Pioneer Hall was the first residence hall on campus that was built for men. And the first building opened in 1928 and the second one in 1932. And so it's been there for a long time. Planning started in the fall of 2015 when a group got together to talk about what we were going to do. We certainly had a building that was starting to approach the end of its useful life, and we wanted to make sure that we could update that building to meet the needs of today. We had older plumbing, older electrical components. It was a building that did not have air conditioning, didn't have elevators, the corridors were narrow, the rooms were small. It certainly helped build community, but at the same time it was awkward to get around the building because of the layout and the size of the corridors. Ultimately, we landed on a mix approach where we wanted to keep the exterior of the building, which had its historical charm, and reconfigure the footprint within to meet more of the needs of today. We were able to look at all these different components and figure out how we could do it within that footprint, and I think we've been very successful. Previously, we had two dining halls in the superblock, one located in Pioneer Hall and one located in Centennial Hall. And the plan is to consolidate all of the dining for the superblock within the new Pioneer. So it'll be much more of a fresh food concept that will be open longer hours, and so there'll be a lot more variety of foods. Students will appreciate the options that they're going to have regarding dining. The former Pioneer had very limited public spaces, and most of them were below grade. And what we're able to achieve in the new design is we're going to have a more open and welcoming lobby area. We're going to have computer lab, we're going to have meeting spaces, a game room, meditation rooms, gathering spaces, collaboration stations within each community, floor lounges within each community. So there's a lot more public space that's going to be available for students to gather, to leave their rooms, to interact, and to socialize as well as study.
I always liked Pioneer Hall because it seemed to be really unique. I liked the old architecture style of it. It felt like an East Coast college.
Back then we had a racquetball court right in Pioneer Hall down in the basement.
The location, a lot of my friends lived in Superblock and was able to meet a lot of people that way. It was a really social area of campus.
They had working fireplaces in the lounges, and it was kind of a neat old building.
We were all kind of bummed that we were the last year before the renovations, but I think they'll be really a good addition to Superblock, and it's about time.
It needed to be worked on. I think it's going to be a positive thing.
I always loved that architecture. It's a really unique building, and I was sad when I heard that it might get torn down, so I'm glad that they were able to save it.